What if I told you that moving forward, you would have to pay a subscription for your favorite vehicle features? So on top of the $47,000 that you just spent for your new car, you would also have to pay a monthly subscription fee for the features that you've come to enjoy or need. Things like heated seats, heated steering wheel, or even high beam headlights. And unfortunately, the days of paying a monthly subscription for vehicle features, those days are quickly approaching. BMW recently made headlines for their newly launched feature subscription services in South Korea, where instead of buying add-on features like heated seats, heated steering wheel, and Apple CarPlay, customers instead have to buy these features through a subscription model by paying a monthly fee. And though the reason why this is currently making headlines is because this just recently launched in South Korea, it has actually been offered in varying levels and varying capacities in different countries for some time, including the UK, Germany, New Zealand, and South Africa, though the exact time frame that the subscription service has been live in these countries is unclear. If you look here, you can see the BMW Connected Drive, which is the website customers can use to purchase these features, and you can see that a variety of features are available at a variety of different price points. You have the one-time purchase items like Adaptive M suspension for £399, which comes out to about $472 USD. You also have things like Adaptive Cruise Control for £750 or $890 USD. Or on the flip side, you also have the month-to-month options like the Driving Assistant Plus, which you can purchase on a monthly, yearly, or unlimited basis. You also have heated seats, which cost about $18 USD, as well as high beam headlights and heated steering wheels for $12 USD. And a number of other options, including map updates, stereo upgrades, and more. Now, in the case of BMW specifically, we can trace these changes back to the iOS 7 update, which happened in the summer of 2020. In this iOS update press release, BMW goes into detail about how this vehicle update, along with Connected Drive, will allow for customers to not only update and fix issues with their car over the air, but it will also allow for customers to buy features and upgrades for their vehicles as well. Now, it is important to mention that this is currently not active in the US yet. And the reason why I emphasize yet is because the automotive industry is transitioning to this new subscription model. And they have been for a while now. So it's not really a matter of if this is going to become the new industry standard, it's simply a matter of when. And it's happening right before our eyes. Tesla has been charging $199 per month for full self-driving for a while now. GM has begun to require customers to buy OnStar starting with the 3-year subscription, which can add an additional $1,675 to the total vehicle purchase price. GM has also recently announced that they'll be adding 50 different subscriptions to their lineup by 2026. Hyundai has also expressed interest in adding features like heated seats and heating steering wheel on a subscription basis. Toyota has begun to roll out subscription services in their app. For example, Toyota offers the ability to remote start your car in the Toyota app, and though this feature is free on a 3-year free trial, after that 3-year trial, it will cost you $8 per month to start your car remotely through the Toyota app. And Ford currently does require a navigation subscription similar to what GM has done with OnStar. They also have a number of subscription services that they've already rolled out, including Amazon Alexa. And as we sit here today, it's very clear that though BMW is the one making headlines in present day, BMW certainly is not the only one rolling out the subscription model. And that begs the important question of why? Why are vehicle manufacturers making this pivot, and why are they beginning to charge for things that we've grown used to in our everyday vehicles? And the answer is very simple. It's because of profit. Cars over the years have become much more complex, and now more than ever, the software of a vehicle is almost as valuable as the vehicle itself. The days of using a car simply to get from point A to point B, or using it as a mode of transportation only, those days are pretty much over, and nowadays we look for a lot of different features in our everyday vehicles. Things like navigation, entertainment, Apple CarPlay, heated seats, heated steering wheel, even massage seats are something that are becoming a norm in higher-end luxury vehicles. The industry standard for cars has gone up, and auto manufacturers know this, and they are wanting to profit even more from it. Car manufacturers are wanting to profit off of the increasingly complex software that's within our vehicles, and over-the-air updates are allowing them to do this like never before. Now, I try to keep a relatively neutral stance when it comes to the content that I create on this channel, and sometimes I do this better than others. But I've got to be honest that whenever it comes to subscription services related to our cars, I absolutely hate it. And there is something that I really dislike and that I find extremely unsettling about the idea that vehicle manufacturers can charge us on a subscription basis for features that were once relatively standard. And I know that I'm not the only person that feels this way because there are so many forums and Reddit threads of people that feel this exact same way. I've never been a big fan of over-the-air updates for vehicles. I simply feel like it's a little bit of an overreach, and I've never loved the idea of auto manufacturers being able to remotely pull data from my car in such an intimate way. And to be honest, what we're seeing today with subscription models kind of solidifies my feelings with this, and I think that it gives auto manufacturers far too much control. And in an eerie way, it kind of reminds me what Apple has historically done with the iPhone. Anybody who's watching this video who's an iPhone user, you will probably attest to the fact that once you buy an iPhone and once it gets to about 2 to 3 years old, that iPhone becomes borderline useless. Like this one, for example. This iPhone is just over 2 years old, and I'm already noticing that this phone is moving slower, it's charging slower, and it's running out of battery faster than it did a year ago. And this has been the case with every single iPhone that I've owned. Almost like clockwork, at about year 3, the phone becomes almost unoperational, forcing me to buy a new one. And this isn't coincidental. Apple iPhones begin to degrade around 3 years, forcing you to get a new one. And this is done intentionally on the part of Apple. In fact, they had to pay $113 million because of it. And my concern is that these types of things, the things that we're seeing with iPhones and small electronics, are going to end up being what we end up seeing in the automotive industry. That cars will get outdated faster, the technology will be outdated faster, and thus you'll be forced to upgrade cars sooner. For vehicle manufacturers to charge a monthly subscription fee for vehicle features that were once semi-standard feels like a real overreach. And the fact that vehicle manufacturers can go into our cars over the air and disable features makes me as a consumer feel really uncomfortable. And to make matters worse, if these features can be turned on over the air, that means that the hardware needed to operate these features are already installed into your car, which means you are already paying for these features to be in your car. You just have to pay an additional fee to actually use it. And that feels like a scam. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely tired of subscription services, and I miss the days of being able to pay a lump sum one-time fee in order to use products and services that I enjoy. And to an extent, I can understand subscription services for things like OnStar navigation or even Apple CarPlay, but charging a subscription for hardware features in a vehicle, it just feels greedy, it feels like an overreach, and as a consumer, it really makes me not want to buy a more modern car. But you guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I think that this is very interesting and very frustrating, so make sure to leave your comments, your feedback, your insight down in the comments below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.